Did you know that millions of people over 70 are wasting time, money, and energy at gyms doing exercises that could actually be making them weaker? They're following routines designed for 30-year-olds, using machines that don't translate to real-life movements, and risking injury with every session. Meanwhile, their balance keeps declining, their confidence keeps dropping, and getting up from the floor becomes something they actively avoid. The truth is shocking but liberating. After 70, your body doesn't need complicated gym routines. It doesn't need heavy weights or fancy machines. What it needs is one foundational movement pattern that rebuilds your stability from the ground up. Literally. Today, I'm revealing a simple floor-to-standing sequence that activates every stabilizing muscle in your body, rebuilds your confidence, and could be the difference between maintaining your independence or losing it. This isn't about fitness, it's about function. It's about being able to play with grandchildren on the floor and get back up without help. It's about not panicking when you drop something. It's about knowing that if you ever do fall, you have the strength and technique to get yourself back up safely. Research from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that the ability to get up from the floor without using your hands is one of the strongest predictors of longevity in older adults. Those who could do it lived significantly longer than those who couldn't. You need no equipment, no gym membership, just a soft surface like a carpeted floor or yoga mat, and the willingness to practice something that might feel challenging at first, but will become your secret weapon for maintaining independence. Before we begin, drop a comment telling me your biggest concern about getting down to or up from the floor. I read every single comment, and it helps me understand exactly what you're facing. Let's start with getting down safely. Most people over 70 haven't been on the floor in years, maybe decades. The fear of not getting back up keeps them standing, but this avoidance makes them progressively weaker in the exact muscles they need most. Here's the safest way to lower yourself to the floor. Find a sturdy chair or couch. Stand beside it, not behind it, so you can use it for support. Place your stronger hand on the chair. Now step your outside leg back into a reverse lunge position. But don't go deep. Just step back enough that your knee can gently touch the ground. This is crucial. You're not dropping or falling, you're controlling every inch of the descent. Once that knee touches down, bring your other knee down so you're in a tall kneeling position. Both knees on the ground, body upright. Take a breath here. You're already doing something many people your age are terrified to do. From this tall kneeling position, place one hand on the floor to your side, shift your weight and lower your hip to that side until you're sitting. Then you can adjust to any comfortable position. If this feels too challenging, here's a modification that works for everyone. Sit on your couch or bed first, then slide down to the floor from there. It reduces the distance and gives you more control. There's no shame in starting here. Building confidence is more important than perfect form. Now for the powerful part, getting back up. This is where the real strength building happens. From sitting on the floor, the goal is to reverse the process, but with specific techniques that make it achievable even if you haven't done this in years. First, shift onto your stronger side. Get into what I call the mermaid position, both legs swept to one side. Place your stronger hand flat on the floor beside you. Now here's the key that most people miss. Don't try to push yourself straight up. Instead, shift forward onto your knees first. Get into that tall kneeling position we passed through on the way down. From tall kneeling, bring your stronger leg forward, foot flat on the floor, creating a 90-degree angle at your knee. This is called half kneeling, and it's a position of power. Place both hands on that front thigh. Take a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale through your mouth, press through that front foot and push yourself to standing. Use the chair for support if needed. No judgment, no shame, just progress. The breathing pattern matters more than you might think. Exhaling as you exert effort activates your core, stabilizes your spine, and actually makes you stronger. Many people hold their breath during effort, which spikes blood pressure and reduces power. Breathe out as you rise, breathe in as you prepare. Start by practicing this once a day, just once. Get down, stay there for 30 seconds doing some gentle stretches or just getting comfortable with being on the floor again, then get back up. After a week, try it twice. After 2 weeks, you might find you can do it 3 times in a row. Some of my clients who started barely able to get down even with help are now doing this 10 times as their morning routine. The modifications are important and there's no shame in using them. If you need to use furniture for support the entire time, perfect. If you need to use your hands to push off your thighs, wonderful. If you need someone nearby for confidence, even if they don't help, that's absolutely fine. The point is you're doing it. You're practicing, you're building strength in muscles that haven't been challenged in years. Here's what's actually happening in your body when you practice this movement. Your quadriceps are learning to generate power from deep angles. Your glutes are reactivating after years of underuse. Your core muscles are relearning how to stabilize your spine during complex movements. Your proprioceptors, those tiny sensors that tell your brain where your body is in space, are coming back online. This is neuromuscular reeducation at its finest. The psychological benefits might be even more important than the physical ones. Every time you successfully get down and back up, you're proving to your brain that you're capable. You're defeating fear with evidence. You're building what psychologists call self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to handle challenges. This confidence spreads to everything else you do.
If you're still watching, you're serious about maintaining your independence, and I respect that. Type the word ready in the comments if you're going to try this today. Type nervous if you're interested but concerned. Both responses are completely valid, and I'll personally respond to as many as I can. Common mistakes to avoid as you practice. Don't rush. Speed is your enemy here. Every movement should be controlled and deliberate. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing steadily throughout. Don't try to do this when you're tired. Practice when you're fresh and alert. Don't compare yourself to others or to who you used to be. Compare yourself to yesterday. That's the only comparison that matters. Let me share something important about momentum versus strength. Many people use momentum to get up, rocking back and forth until they generate enough speed to pop up. This is dangerous and doesn't build strength. Instead, use positions of mechanical advantage. The half-kneeling position I described puts you in a spot where your muscles can work efficiently. It's like the difference between trying to push a car from behind versus trying to push it from the side. Position matters more than power. Here's a progression to work toward over the coming months. Month 1, practice with full support from furniture, focusing on control and breathing. Month 2, reduce your reliance on furniture, maybe just fingertips for balance. Month 3, try getting down and up without any support, even if it takes you 5 minutes. Month 4, work on making it smoother and more confident. Month 6, you might be ready to try getting up without using your hands at all, which puts you in a category of fitness that most 50-year-olds can't achieve. The research on this is stunning. A study of over 2,000 adults found that those who needed both hands and knees to get up had a 6.5 times higher risk of mortality than those who could get up without hand support. But here's the encouraging part. The same study found that each improvement in the ability to get up corresponded to a 21% reduction in mortality risk. Every bit of progress literally adds years to your life. Some of you might be thinking, this sounds too simple to make a real difference. But consider this. Olympic athletes spend hours practicing basic movement patterns. Professional dancers rehearsed fundamental positions thousands of times. Excellence isn't about complexity, it's about mastering the fundamentals. And for anyone over 70, there is no movement more fundamental than being able to get down to the ground and back up safely. I need to address the fear factor directly because I know many of you are feeling it. Fear of falling, fear of not getting up, fear of looking foolish, fear of injury. These fears are valid and they're trying to protect you. But here's what fear doesn't understand. Avoiding the floor doesn't make you safer. It makes you weaker. The safest thing you can do is practice this movement in a controlled environment so you're prepared if you ever need it in an emergency. Start next to your bed. The soft landing gives confidence. Have your phone nearby. Tell someone you're practicing. Remove any obstacles from the area. Wear comfortable clothes that don't restrict movement. Do this when you're not alone in the house if that gives you confidence. Every safety measure you take is smart, not weak. If you have specific conditions, here are adaptations. Bad knees? Place a pillow under them when kneeling. Hip replacement? Check with your doctor first, but usually you can do this by avoiding extreme angles. Balance issues? Start by just practicing getting down to and up from a low ottoman or stack of pillows, gradually reducing the height. Arthritis in your hands? Use your forearms instead of your hands for support. Let me tell you what happens when you master this movement. You stop avoiding activities. You play with grandchildren without hesitation. You garden without worry. You clean under furniture without calling for help. You exercise on the floor because it offers positions you can't get standing. You travel with confidence, knowing you can handle unexpected situations. You sleep better because your body has been properly challenged. Your entire relationship with your physical capability transforms. The equipment-free nature of this exercise is intentional. Gyms want you to believe you need their machines. Fitness companies want you to buy their products. But your body is the only equipment you need. The floor is available everywhere. Gravity provides all the resistance required. This is fitness stripped down to its essential truth. You versus gravity, with technique as your advantage. Here's your quick memory test. What position do we move through both on the way down and on the way up from the floor? Was it half kneeling, tall kneeling, or side sitting? Type your answer in the comments, and don't worry if you're not sure. This is just the fun way to reinforce the learning. I want to leave you with this thought. Every person over 70 who maintains their independence has one thing in common. They never stopped challenging themselves. They understood that comfort zones shrink with age unless you actively push against them. This simple floor-to-standing practice is your daily push against those shrinking boundaries. The choice you make today ripples forward for years. Choose to start this practice, and a year from now, you'll be stronger, more confident, and more capable than you are today. Choose to avoid it, and a year from now, getting up will be even harder. Time passes either way. The only question is whether you'll use it to get stronger or allow yourself to get weaker. Your homework is simple. Today, just today, get down to the floor using whatever support you need. Sit there for 1 minute. Think about how this used to be easy. Think about how it can be easy again. Then get back up using all the help you need. That's it. 1 repetition. Tomorrow, do it again. Build from there. If this resonated with you, type a 9 in the comments. If you're planning to share this with someone who needs it, type a 0. Your engagement helps this information reach more people who desperately need it but don't know what to look for. Remember, independence isn't guaranteed with age. It's earned through daily actions. It's maintained through consistent practice. And it all starts with something as simple as getting down to the floor and getting back up. The gym can wait. Your functional fitness can't. Thank you for spending this time investing in your future independence. Start today. Start slowly. But whatever you do, start. Your future self will thank you for the strength, confidence, and capability you're building right now.